Hello guys, what is up? This is Braden from Ethan and Braden Productions, and today we're doing something a little different. Well, you see, YouTuber Wars Episode 10 Part 1 is taking a little longer than I was expecting, mostly because there's just a lot happening in this episode. If my calculations are correct, it's going to be like 8 or 9 minutes long. That's almost as long as Episode 6, which is a full episode. This is a Part 1. I mean, it's kind of arbitrary, but whatever. And also, I've just been kind of lazy lately. Didn't really feel like working on videos. I've been kind of busy with life stuff. I just haven't had much of a chance because I've been doing other things. So I'm gonna make it up to you guys. We'll start a new series here today. YouTuber Wars Director's Commentary. Today we will be doing Episode 1. And it's a 3-minute video, but I'll probably turn it into a 10-minute one by making a bunch of stupid comments. Anyway, let's begin. Gotta love that Kevin MacLeod music. I'm gonna turn this down a little so you can hear me better. Okay, a Dreesian coalition is forming. Okay, a Dreesian coalition exists. Okay, so I want to talk about something before I get too far in the video. I want to talk about, the production of Episode 1. So, frequently asked questions, which literally no one has asked, but I'm trying to make it sound cooler than it actually is. So, how did I, choose the countries? How did I choose which channels were going to be on it? Well, here's the thing. I didn't know who to add at first, so I went on, Blue Army Headquarters, aka my Discord server. I went on Diarchy of Mapping, because I was still on there, and people there didn't hate me yet. I went on Adreesian's old Discord server, and I just asked people, hey, you want added? And they're like, yeah, I want added. And I'm like, okay, what color do you want to be? And then they told me the color, and if they didn't tell me the color, I just chose one for them. Anyway, for the other ones, I kind of just chose random channels for my subscriptions, to be honest. The only real rule was that, they had to have, more than, it couldn't just be, a channel with, 2 subscribers and no videos. It has to be, an actual full-on YouTube channel. At least a few subscribers, at least a few videos. And they all had to be apolitical, so if, politics was the main topic of the channel, I didn't include it. I mean, if I did include political channels, this series would be a lot shorter because John Doyle would probably take over the entire continent by episode 2, so, because he's just that epic. Okay, politics aside, let's just get to the freaking video. Okay. Mani is invading land. Not invading, just making stop being an idiot. First thing Ethan Braden Productions does in the series besides introduce the series. Okay, maybe later. I'm a bit worried about Mauritania. Adreesian, may I join your alliance? Of course. Hey, Ethan Braden, do you have any ideas on how I can... Okay, you can read the rest of that. Okay, so I need to explain this before we get, further into this, before it gets distracting, but, I didn't really figure out how, subscribers would play into this. Eventually I tried at first to make subscribers a factor, but I've kind of just given up. It makes a slight difference, the big channels like Optimus, IBX Toy Cat, Scrubs, they're really powerful. And then, the weaker channels are, the channels with lower subscriber counts, normally, there's a lot of exceptions, especially later in the series, because I've kind of just given up on trying to, incorporate subscribers into it somehow. This Creepy Produce guy, he has over 100,000 subscribers. Even Braden Productions, Cheesy Milk, even when this happened, I had, 170 subscribers, and Halo had, 11. Okay, so reasonably, this doesn't make any sense. The explanation that I kind of went for was, Ethan Braden Productions has much more advanced technology, but, that's still very bad numerical odds that make no sense. Exactly. Halo has a point. Even Rain Productions is freaking insane. I don't even get it. Like, how were they that powerful? Was it like a plot device? I mean, is it because they're the protagonist, at least in the early parts of the series? So, like, I made them overpowered? Oh, great. Yeah, I kind of regret doing a few things in this series. Like, you shouldn't make the protagonist overpowered. That is very cliche. I've done it in, like, almost all my series, almost. Then again, there's a lot. Maybe I'm being a little too hard because they do lose pretty early in the series. So it's not like they're just like OP, but like this just doesn't make sense. I don't get it. And before someone asks that this is my least favorite episode in the series, it's not bad in my opinion. I'm still like kind of proud of it because like it gained a lot of attention, a lot of people liked it, but it was the least good. Okay? Besides maybe episode 7. That one's just kind of boring, at least in my opinion. Big mistake. Exactly. It is a big mistake. Okay, the music's starting to bother me. Like, not bother me, but I just feel like I need to say something. I'm trying to get, like, better about, like, what music I use, because Kevin MacLeod's like very overused. Like it's good, but it's overused. I get why, because it's like royalty free. You don't have to worry about it getting copyrighted. So if you want to monetize the thing, which I only care about the movies getting monetized once I get 1,000 subscribers. I don't care about the individual episodes because you only can put like one ad on them anyway. But like Kevin MacLeod's music's just nice because you won't get copyright claimed. But like it's just really overused. I'm kind of rambling. Keep in mind, this is completely unscripted. I am bad at unscripted videos. Maybe that's why my videos are bad. They're not bad. What am I talking about? Guys, are my videos bad? Say in the comments. And I'm not talking to you, certain people. See, I like this, but it's like, there's like, just problems with it. Oh. Yeah, they're gonna start winning. Here's the part where it just doesn't make sense. Like, even Rain Productions must have very advanced technology. I'm just trying to figure out, like, which technologies did I give them? Because, like, it's pretty firmly established in, like, Season 2 that they're, like, it's not super obvious, but it's very hinted towards that in Season 2, everyone basically uses Cold War era technology, so it's not like they're using, like, laser weapons and crap. Well, they're gonna start using laser weapons, but we'll get there when we get there. Stop spoiling episode 10, Braden. This isn't cool. Okay, fine, I get it. Just take what you occupied. Good, it appears to be. I guess that scene was just to show how powerful even Raiden Productions is, which, I mean, it's good for us as a series, but I don't get why we didn't choose someone weaker, like SZ-Ball. That's called foreshadowing. Also, for the record, I like the episode 5 and onwards borders for Creepy Produce and Cheesy Milk way better. Because this, it just looks like they're kind of stretched out, while it just looks kind of unnatural, while in episode 5 and onward, it looks like there's like a river there or something. My country's too small, Italian. Hey, this is a family channel. Yeah, and the swearing is just a little unnecessary, like, I don't mind swearing in the videos as long as I do, like, the censoring thing. I do, like, the asterisks. Like, I'm never just outright gonna write, like, the F word without, like, an asterisk in a mapping video. That's just not very cool. But, like, you shouldn't just randomly have characters swear. It's kind of cringe. It's not very professional looking. I mean, this is just a hobby, so it's not like I'm trying to be, like, the most professional person ever. But it's like, this isn't necessary. Like, in episode 8, when Odrusian's like, how the F are they so strong? That makes sense, because, like, he's getting his butt whooped by Italia, who's, in the rest of the series, up to that point, shown to be weaker than him, so it's, like, weird. So it's, like, it makes sense in that context, because he's flabbergasted, but here, Italia is just kind of trying to be a jerk to SZ-Ball, which, I mean, kind of justified, but still kind of cringe. SZ Ball says, "You will pay for that insult." Great dialogue there. Here's something I noticed. The dialogue has gotten a lot better. Like, it wasn't very detailed in the first few episodes. It's kind of just like, "Me take land. Oh, yo, you were scary. I surrender." Like, okay, that's kind of me being hyperbolic, but still, it's like not as good in the earlier episodes. I've improved on a lot. We won't stand for this. I'm trying to adjust my volume so you guys can hear better. Okay, that text was way too fast. But I actually, yes, I freaking did. I accidentally made that text, the length of the warframes, and the warframe is the length of the text. Yeah, I kind of, when you're trying to edit in Windows Movie Maker, you kind of end up with errors with that, like that sometimes if you're not careful, because all it takes is you clicking the wrong frame. Come on, I just want to see what it said. Is it, I mean, do we have to be this stubborn? I could really use some more land. There's a great opportunity to my east. I'll join this war on the Adresian Coalition side. Oh, that's kind of lame. I mean, it's alright. Some of the best Mexicans up there, at least exploring a sentence. I'm also sensing an opportunity here. I say we should help on Adresian side. Cheesy, Monty, you guys in on this? Keep in mind, this is BIF, before Imperial Forces, so it was just like the only characters that are like helping Ethan Brain Productions here are the characters who explicitly made it clear that they're allies in this episode. Like, they have more allies, which Cheesy Milk said something about earlier, like Elder Galaxy Blue, Shifter to Series. Those are also their allies, but like they're kind of just chilling for this part. This episode. Definitely, let's go. Oh, we're getting close to what I'd say is the most interesting part of the episode. The dream. Can't we just peace out? Go back to the status quo antebellum. For those of you who don't know, status quo antebellum just means go back to how the situation was before the war. No changes. Yeah, sure, we get a peace, but I'm taking this land. You? No, I should get the lands. I was the victim here. You joined for a petty land grab. Okay, you guys can use the text. I don't know why. So basically, Monica used like Kate Ignis. Monica Lappin is like Kate Ignis. All my troops do that. You understand that. We kind of have to make the borders look like they make sense, right? And Eve Braden Productions like, alright, dinguses, let's all just compromise. And everyone else is like, fine! Treaty of SZ Ball. Article 1. Italia mapping will annex SZ Ball's coast. Article 2. Creepy Produce will annex some... Okay, I'm not gonna... Okay, there's a typo. I hate typos, but I'm so freaking prone to them. I'm like a typo magnet. Alright, signed... You can't see it because it got cut off, but Egyptian mapping and Monica Laughingface also signed the treaty. I had a bad resolution for us at the time. Like, it was a bad file size. It was like, I eventually changed it to be 1920 by 1080, but it was something like really weird at this point, and I don't know why. So like some things are cut off, but you can still tell what it's supposed to say for the most part. And this is the map at the end of the episode. I don't really have much to say about this. I guess I could say something about the map as a whole. The map as a whole is kind of like, I kind of regret only using like a third of the map. That's kind of a regret of mine. But like, it's kind of hard to write in like characters taking neutral lands, especially when most of them are busy doing other things. I've tried to use up more of the map more. Like, as you can see, the northeastern part's a lot more blank in this part of the series. And by episode 10, there's like 8 countries there. And it improves, but it's still not perfect. I should have just made the map different. And the map is kind of simplified. Like, I don't think it's like the worst map ever like Mauritanian does. But it's like not the best map ever at the same time, because there's no, like, terrain textures or anything. Which I personally don't think terrain textures are necessary, especially since it's basically a fantasy world, so what am I supposed to do? Use a generator? But it kind of gives you an idea of, like, what the terrain is. Here you kind of just have to guess, unless it's, like, explicitly stated in an episode. Anyways, this video's over 15 minutes. I should probably stop rambling. Peace, Braden, out.